Hello, welcome to my channel. I started this YouTube channel to document our homeschooling journey. We started this January 2024, so just half a year now. And as you can see, I'm not a native speaker of English, so I hesitated first. I was thinking, will I be able to homeschool them here in the US? And it turns out it's been working well for us these 5 months. So I actually speak Chinese at home to them. And we have always been, their dad and we have always been speaking Chinese. And now in our homeschool, I do this too, which is more natural to me, and they get this bilingual education. All our curriculum are mostly English, with me reading some Chinese books every day. But even for English literature or science or history, when we discuss, I will be speaking in Chinese and they will be speaking in English. They understand Chinese, they can speak it if they need to, like speaking to grandparents, but they prefer English. And for school, they just use English, but I speak Chinese, which is working well for us. So I wanted to document our homeschool journey. And this video, I'll show you the resources I gathered up to this point, what we are doing now, and I plan to do a homeschool day video too later. This is our homeschool room, main area. Hasn't been cleaned up yet. We clean up at the end of every day, and we sit here for like 1 hour, 2 hours per day, and we do use kitchen table upstairs too. I'll show you. We have some books there, some books here, so we start the day here, and we start with Bible verses and some devotion. I got this. It's actually for mom, like in case of, let's say, bragging, where we can discuss verses, but we are actually just going over them together. I thought it would be they may accept this better when it's not when they are in trouble, I'm blaming them. So we are going them like in hypothetically, if we are in such a situation, how we should react. So Bible verses and devotion, we did the Book of Virtues a little, and then still in our morning time we'll do some poetry, art. Now because our library has all this series of artists, so we've been going through some of these books and looking at some artwork, and we'll read short stories. We did when we started in January, we did Aesop's fables and Greek myths, and now we are reading, I got this book of animal tales. It has folk tales from different continents, some fables, and it's like 3 pages, so it's a good length for our morning time. And we started this 50 famous stories too, and you can hear I did some recordings of them reading a few stories on my YouTube channel. You can see those videos, and we also read from this series The first one is Who is God? We are doing the second one, Who am I? And we'll do all of them. We love this series as family, kind of part of our family devotion. Let me show you table of contents. So for Who am I? It's talking about our thoughts and feelings, our relationship with God, choosing Christ in our life. So we start school normally at 9 a.m., between 9 and 9:30. They can get up earlier than that with breakfast. And we do morning time for half an hour, 40 minutes, since it's already kind of long. So we actually don't read the Bible in the morning. We do Bible verses and devotion, but we also do a family devotion in the evening where Dad is home, and we read the Bible, we sing hymns, we do one reading. Now we are reading Case for Christ for kids. After I want to read, I got some used books from Christian Heroes Then and Now series. I want to do that. And this Trial and Triumph, I want to do as a family devotion too. That's what's used for Ambleside Online, Charlotte Mason education, Ambleside Online. They use this for the several years in their curriculum, but we want to just use it, go over this book during our family devotion. And I got this used book at $4. I was so happy. That's what we use for hymns now. So we, like for 1 week, we will just read the story of the hymn and sing this hymn and add maybe 1 or 2 other songs. And we want to go over this. The stories have been very inspiring and encouraging. After morning time, we do math first. I have they just finished 1st and 4th grade. So for my uprising 2nd grader, he's using Beast Academy now, level 1. We just wanted to go through level 1 faster. He's been going at a faster pace for that. And near the end of level 1, in level 2, will definitely slow down when he needs. And my my rising 5th grader, he's been using Learn Math Fast. It's 7 books. So we actually started with the first one. It's a basic operations. He did review some long multiplication, long division, and then he's doing this volume 2. It's fractions, decimal, and percentage. And there are things he has learned at school before, but some things are new, like multiplying and dividing fractions, like when you have to flip over, those kind of things. So I think it's great for older students, because when I put him, it was in the middle of his 4th grade. So it's been great for us to see where are the gaps, what he needs to work more on. So what he knows, he can move really fast with this. Like for each lesson, there's just very few practice problems. if we need more, I can always look for worksheets in the topic. But if he knows this, we move on. If not, we slow down a little. So it's been very good to fill in the gaps. I mentioned Ambleside Online. So we have been homeschooling for 5 months only. When we started, I was looking, like searching online, different curricula. And we have a friend who's using BJU, and there's a private school in our area that's using BJU. So I got a few used books from BJU Press, used that for a while, and we actually stopped. It's a great curriculum, but I think I discovered Charlotte Mason philosophy, and we just loved it. It really speaks to me, and the kids seem enjoying it too. The living books, this approach. So we have been transitioning to Charlotte Mason narration copy work for only a month now. So I'm not all in Ambleside Online any year yet. I think they should be about the level of year 2 and year 4, but we are not all in yet, and because we are using a story of the world for history. We finished the book 1, ancient times, and we are doing medieval times, and we are using apologia zoology for science. Both we love, and it's working well, so I don't want to stop halfway. So I have to think about how I want to do this together with Ambleside Online. Maybe I will be eclectic for a while, but I already gathered that you can see all this bookshelf. It's mainly what's on their book list. We just finished Alice as our bedtime reading, Dolores Greek Myth, and I labeled a little for myself. Those are year 2 books, year 3, year 4. That's not all of the books on the list. It's what I have been able to find as used books, so I'm kind of collecting books. There has been a book sale at our local library. So hardcover books for 2 quarters, soft cover books for 1 quarter, and I got these. I don't remember. I remember Little Women. I got their Little Men. That's for 2 quarters. So a lot of them are from that library sale. And then I discovered this homeschool consignment in not too far away. And you can see this Dolores Greek Myth. That's their color code. Blue was actually 25% off. So this one was $6, and I got a lot of books from there too. So most of these are secondhand, very good price. And all these are Chinese books. Some are translations of. This is actually Magic School Bus in Chinese, for me to read in Chinese for them. These are more books. This whole Little House series we are at book 5. Those we read the first one at home, and now we are just listening to them in the car. They love it. I got the whole series from the library book sale for $5, that series. And the Narnia series, 7 books, was $2. And Anne of Green Gables series, it was a few dollars too. So for any reading, literature, history, they have to read by themselves, or they read to each other. Like during morning time, one of them will read a story for us, the other one reads something else, or for some books we listen to audiobooks. So that's what my 4th grader is reading now. So this is one area I was kind of regretting a little, because I can't read aloud to them in English. Well, I can and I do read aloud in Chinese, but for English they have to read, or we listen to audiobooks. But they are very good readers. They both started reading like short chapter books in kindergarten, so even my 1st grader, he can read pretty advanced books by himself. So that's working out. And I got this whole series of Taking Different Continents for Jesus from Generations curriculum. We are not using them yet. I love them. I just have to figure out when to add them in our day. And I got those famous men of Rome, of the Middle Ages books from that homeschool consignment. Red was half off, so this one was $3. I mentioned we are using Story of the World for history. After the whole series, I really want to use Mystery of History. I've heard a lot of good things about that. And we are using Apologia for science. That's just what I collected as used books. So green was like 75% off. This one was $2. Exploring Creation with Physical Science, that should be for later middle school, but that was $2. So I collected them. And that's our board games, puzzles, that's a US map, and some educational games. We loved these, the Check the Fridge and Clumsy Thief games. That's for practicing addition to 20. So they have cards like you have to make 20 with 12 and 8, 4 and 16, and different things. That's addition to 25. I think those have been fun and really beneficial to my 1st grader. And also with our art, we have been trying to do some acrylic painting. So those are by my children, and I also learned with YouTube videos. I never painted before, but I watched some videos and I did those. Some on the stairs, so those are, I think, 20 by 24 or something. So this is our kitchen table. In the morning we are downstairs doing morning time, math, a little LA, and after lunch we are usually here reading. So that's where my younger kid is reading by himself. He loves this one, and I have this waiting for him. And we are reading The Wind in the Willows for him. That's the story of the world. And my 4th grader, we are trying to read Robinson Crusoe Those are actually suggested readings for year 2 and year 4 on both sides online. So I think it's the right level for them individually. And all these are Chinese books, but this series is a translation of a French author. We love these picture books. It's in Chinese. Thank you for watching. This will be all for today. Hope you have a blessed day.